welcome to my One Handy Kitchen. Today, as you can see, I've got a guest with me. This is my son Jack, and he's a Twitch streamer and a YouTuber. He's never cooked before, so he is here today to help me make gyoza, because normally he would buy this from the supermarket, and we're going to show him just how easy it is to make. So, here we go. In this bowl we have 250 grams of minced pork. Oh, yes. We also have cabbage here, and it is cut really, really fine. I put it through my grater. We also have here some chives going in.
It smells very nice.
It does. There we go.
I'm learning.
You're learning. And we have some onion, which again is finely chopped. Everything here is finely chopped. Very finely chopped. In this bowl here, we have a tablespoon of sake, and we have a tablespoon of soy sauce. In this bowl, we have a tablespoon of oil. That's just vegetable oil in here, but you can use sesame oil, that'll give it a bit of a nutty flavour. We've got a good teaspoon of ginger and a good teaspoonful of garlic. Oh, and a teaspoon of salt. There we go.
You take that out.
Thank you.
I'll just squeeze this off.
Right, you're going to get your hands in here now.
Oh, nice.
And
just mix.
Just mix. You carry on mixing this until it gets really sticky and everything's combined properly.
I think it's getting there.
It is.
Try and turn it over. Get all this good stuff in there.
Just make sure that pork is all...
Well, it's definitely minced.
It's definitely minced. Yeah, I did mince it. You get all the good bits today.
Yeah. Get to get my hands messy.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It is fun. It's really fun.
Oh, let's have a look. How are you going? Yeah, a bit more.
A bit more? Alright. Oh god, it's getting very sticky.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want it to be a big sticky mass.
It smells amazing. It smells really good.
It does. So, we've now got... Right, you can wash your hands if you want.
Wash my hands.
We've now got this really, really sticky mass of mixture, which is absolutely gorgeous. All we're going to do now is cover it with some plastic, and then we're going to put that in the fridge and let it marinate while we make our wrappers. Our pork filling is marinating nicely at the moment, so now we're going to crack on and we're going to make the wrappers. So, in this bowl, Jack, we have 100 grams of bread flour and 100 grams of plain flour. If you don't have bread flour, you can just use all-purpose flour, so that'll be 200 grams. Into that, we're going to put a tablespoon of oil. There we go. Brilliant. Then, using the wooden spoon, or a strong spoon, you're just going to sort of mix that all in. So it's, yeah, great. Good. That's brilliant. Make a well in the centre. That's a very nice well, Jack.
I'm good at wells.
And now we're going to pour in 100 mils of boiling water. Wants to be boiling water. Now, I can get that together. And we want that to come together as a sort of shaggy dough. We'll show you that in a moment. Well, you can see it, hopefully, in the other camera. So, yeah, that's going good. Just cut it a bit. That's it. Okay, you can clean your spoon off. That's it. Now you're going to get in there with your hands and you're going to bring that together as a dough.
Get my hands in everything, Steve.
Yeah. Making sure that you get all the flour from around the edges. Keep kneading it until you've cleaned that bowl.
It's starting to come off my hands now.
Yes, it will. It will start cleaning. Okay, once you've got all of the dough out of the bowl, you can move that onto the mat. You're going to carry on kneading that for just a few minutes.
Use my other hand because take some of the dough off of this hand.
Yeah.
I wasn't low enough for it.
Any bits that fall to one side, just pull together. Now you don't need flour for this. Is it sticking to your fingers still?
No, not anymore.
Right. Once you get to this stage, you're going to put the dough back in, cover it with some plastic wrap thoroughly, and we're going to leave that to rest now for half an hour. Our dough's now rested for half an hour, so you need to take it out.
Also.
And you need to knead this once more. Yeah, that's fine, because you're going to need that anyway.
Knead it.
Oh.
Very punny.
Just a few minutes of knead, then it goes back in the bowl.
Now?
Yeah, that's fine. Plastic on, and we need to rest this for a further half an hour. Our dough has rested for another half an hour, so we're ready to use it. So if you pick the dough up, we're going to give it a goodly flour, and then you're going to cut that in half.
It's about half.
About half. That will do. And there we go. Right, just squidge it out with the palm of your hand. I'm going to put a bit more flour over here for me. There we go. Now, taking a rolling pin, you start rolling out. And we're going for wafer thin. It's going to be about 0.5 millimetre. It's got to be really, really thin. And I just move this every now and then.
I've got less Africa shape now.
This is really stretchy, and this is because we rested it.
It's almost like a skin, isn't it?
It is, totally. That's exactly what it is. So, we're using a 4-inch, just over 4-inch cookie cutter. Then, all you need to do is take yourself a little bit of greaseproof. We're just going to put a little bit of flour on these.
Probably just turn it here, otherwise we have a white scratches.
And then we're going to start stacking.
Oh.
Stack them up and put your bits back in plastic to get covered. Keep them covered, because they will dry out quite quickly.
Oh, I've got that.
Then what we're going to do is re-roll the dough, and you just keep going like this until you've used all your dough up. Well, our mix has marinated beautifully, and as you can see, we've been having a bit of a practice with varying degrees of success.
Don't look at mine.
So now we're going to make these up. So all we need to do is take one of our discs, so dab a bit of water.
I'm not sure I want to be seen, to be honest.
And then we're going to take some of our mix. But the secret to these is don't overstuff. If you overstuff, they're going to burst. There we go.
I'm not moving on.
You're moving on, well done you. Now, with one hand, I do it slightly different to Jack. Then all I've got to do is keeping those separate, pleat. Make some pleats and pinch. And you're going to make around 3 pleats here. And then that last bit can go round. Then I'm going to do this from the other end. Make a pleat and pinch. Make a pleat and pinch.
Yours looks so much better than mine.
That's because I've done this before and you haven't. There we go. And there's one of our gyoza ready. Should we do another one?
Yep. Right, so dabbing water around. Works best without gloves, we've discovered.
Yes, I did have gloves on, but I couldn't do the plates with the gloves on.
So what I do is I put a little bit of the stuffing in and I sort of squeeze it down into a ball. Like this. Probably a little bit too little, but this will be a small one. Then I push this all down so that it sticks together. I don't know if that's visible. So it's stuck together. And we only water one side so that it doesn't stick together. I've realised I may have done a bit too much. And then I just pleat. I'm going to try and do some bigger pleats because the ones I've been doing have been small. I'm only going to get 3.
Yeah, that's about right, 3. That's what I'm doing.
Mine are too beautiful to live, so so we're going to eat these ones first, I think. And then do the same on the other side. I'm only going to get 2 pleats out of that. Didn't leave myself enough space. And then you have this.
It's well done. I mean, the point is, what you need, I mean, you will get better with practice at doing this, but what you want to make sure you're doing is sealing it. And if you've sealed these, then they're going to cook just fine. Some you'll do better than others. I've got some that look quite good, and then I've got others that look a bit...
I have some that look bad, and then I have some that look even worse.
They're not too bad. I don't know how you're making them as long as that. Maybe it's because it's easier with one hand to do
It might actually, because I watched like a professional doing it.
Yeah.
And they do it with one hand, they just sort of...
I think it might well be easier to do this with one hand. And that's unusual in baking because everything is easier with 2 hands. Well, here are our gyoza.
Or things that resemble gyoza in my case.
They certainly resemble it. Actually, I mean, first time you've done really well with that. We want about a tablespoon of oil into the pan.
I'm going to do... How many are we doing?
We're going to fill the pan.
So we'll take from both of ours so that we...
Right. Make sure they're all covered in oil. Put some of yours in.
Put some of mine in.
You can actually fit them in a sort of circular...
Yeah, that's what I was going for. A bit of a circle.
A bit of a circle.
I'll do a few of mine. We've got to get rid of them.
And what we're going to do is we're going to cook the bottom of these for a little while.
Like this. Ow. Try not to burn myself whilst I do this.
Yeah, don't burn yourself. Oh, they're going nicely now.
I don't yet have health insurance for this video.
You haven't? No, neither have I. Actually. Right, they're searing beautifully now.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I moved.
Yeah. I think we're ready to steam now.
Yeah.
So,
I'm ready with the lid.
you just want to put enough water in here to cover the bottom of the pan, and it is jiggling. There we go, and put the lid straight on. Go. That's fine.
Shame we don't have chopsticks.
Do you know, I did think of that. Right, so after 3 minutes, we're going to take the lid off. And we're just going to let that water evaporate. Now you can see these are cooked.
Yeah, they've gone slightly darker colour.
They have.
Translucent.
They have. And you can feel that they're... You've got clean hands. You can feel that they're done. Now we're going to let this
You can barely
evaporate.
tell the difference between Between the two now.
Now they're cooked.
And now they cook.
There you go. Cooking things hides an absolute multitude of things. Now I'm going to turn the heat up on these because what we want to do is sear the bottom of these until they're really crispy. Well, we've fried off and steamed our gyoza, and they've got a lovely colour on the bottom, don't they? And actually, you can't even tell who made which ones at this stage. You really can't. Now, in this bowl, we've mixed together some sweet soy sauce and just a dribble of rice vinegar. And we're going to use that as a dip.
Yeah. So the meat is perfectly cooked. The pastry is, well, the wrapper is very, as you'd expect.
Is it?
The sauce is very nice as well.
Is it? Now, you would know about this because you buy shop bowl. How does it compare to a shop bowl?
There's no comparison, they're so much better. And the fact is you can personalise these as much as you want. They're good, aren't they?
Oh,
Because you could do these with any filling you want, really.
you can use chicken, you can use beef, you can use pork.
I have heard tell of sweet gyoza,
Yeah,
so you can do that as well.
yeah. And if you've got any wrappers over, just fill them with something that you want.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Oh, good.
They're good. Hot. Well, did you enjoy the baking experience?
I very much enjoyed being on the show.
You did?
I did, it was very fun.
And would you make these yourself?
I'll give it a go, yeah.
Yeah. They're not
Definitely.
hard to do, are
They're
they?
not hard to do. The hardest part is pleating them.
Yeah. And you'd get better at that
You would get
as
better
you
at that.
tried it. Well, what can I say? I'm going to freeze these, flat freeze, and then I'll bag these up, and then they can be cooked from frozen. Exactly the same way as we've done here. Sear the bottom, put a bit of water in, lid, steam them, and Bob's your uncle. Now, aren't they impressive?
Oh, yes.
Well, I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, please like, share and subscribe to see me or us making more delicious, cost-effective food. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.